especially if I plan on hurling those damn things. You stumble a bit, you still feel a bit woozy. It's not caused by hunger though, but by the effects of the strange substance in that canister. The stuff didn't heal or revive you like you expected. It changed you. It's like it soaked into your skin and rewrote some of your very being, making you stronger. You take a minute to experiment. You extend your fingers and focus. Tiny trails of flame come out of them. You can work magic. You weren't able to before. Your training would not have reached that point for years. Okay, so an instant spellcasting canister. Interesting. It is exhilarating and at the same point terrifying. This is completely unknown magic, alien to you. It seemed like it was made by your people, but you had no idea they could do something so wonderful. You feel deep within yourself an eagerness to find more of the canisters and see what they can do. The canisters are your main way to gain your abilities while on the isle. If you have at least one level of battle magic skill, you can now cast Firebolt. I'll have to... you will have a chance to use this spell in combat in the next areas. Wonderful. Gnarly. Oh. It's a rock. This is one of Sushi Island's many native stones. It has a tiny bit of moss on it. Healing pot. This is a small object. It can be used and might do something useful. This gourd contains specifically formulated and mightily enchanted shaper-made goo. Eating it has some beneficial effect. Fortunately, it keeps for a long time. Pots only help only you. Use spores to help your entire group. Huh, well that could become handy. So there's a building up here, I notice. The door to the north is locked. The lever inside it, the guard post will open, but only if you can find a key. Levers can be unlocked with the right key, by having enough mechanic skill, or by using enough living tools on them. Alright, what have we here? Dagger. Huh. A dagger's probably better suited for me. Let's see. Tunic. Wooden shield. There we go. Dagger, shield, some clothes, magic. That's a pretty big dagger, alright. But if that's the way ahead, then what was down here? Might as well check. Oh hey! Thorns. This is ammunition. When a correct assault weapon runs out of ammo, this will only be used to recharge it. Shepherds grow these thorns to specifically break bushes. They're loaded into patterns to fight enemies. If you try to find an unloaded pattern, you'll automatically load it with thorns in your inventory. Yeah, but I don't have a baton. But nice to know. This was probably the barracks for some guardians or agents. There isn't much left and the beds are ruined. It starts to look like whoever was here left very quickly. A bunch of stuff was left behind. Wonderful. For me. Tunic. Dagger. Javelins. All this stuff might come in handy if I get more party members, which it look like up here. But I'd rather not weight myself down right now. One helpful feature. When you press the tab key, you will see labels and find each character and button. Try it now. What was that sound, by the way? Didn't sound good. No item. Fair enough. Okay, something is definitely eating something around here. Now a healing pot. Right. Huh. Okay. You immediately recognize where you are now. It was an inn where visitors and travelers could stop for steaks, drinks, and sleep. The crumbling, roasting pit still dominates the center of the room. You're getting confused. Why is there so much here? Most islands are barred because of experiments gone awry, and most such experiments are performed by very small groups in crude quarters far from society. Yet you've seen warehouses, guard posts, and now an inn. At one point, a lot of shapers lived here. Now they're all gone. Why? What have driven so many people off? And what took their place? Oh, do we want the answers to those questions? I'm not sure we do. Well, that's a dog thing. Huh. Spoon and trash. Is this thing something? No, just more stuff I don't want. Yeah, I did something. And this was just baskets, right? Yeah, baskets. Belt. Rope. Oh, yeah. Armor +1. Armor +3. Belt. There you go. Oh, right. Well, just in here. Silly me. More healing items. Getting stuck up pretty good over here. Ah, here it is. Huh. Yep. Looking to the north, you can see that you are not alone on this island. Though you were worried about horrible creatures and mutations, the first life you encounter is nowhere near so terrifying. It is a flock of onks. Onks. The onk is a shaper creation. It's a slow, clumsy livestock animal, hardy and laden with meat. Shapers created them to stock areas unfriendly to non-created animals, such as apparently this one. You notice that these onks have large tusks, probably added by the shapers to protect them from predators. Fortunately, they like to leave you alone if you leave them alone. I guess it's them I can hear eating stuff. Right, well, I know research. Yeah, it's them walking around eating. Well, live and let live and all that. Ooh, gemstone. Some more paper. This is a precious stone. The serviles on this island will valuable and will gladly buy them from you. Serviles? Well, it's probably worth some money to these serviles, so yeah. Right. Ooh, more stuff. Free of eyes. I need to bring a living tool here, use it and select the lever. Thorns. Right, a living tool. Okay. Now it's just a question of finding one such thing. The shaded area to the north is the stone barrier. When you walk into it, you will leave this area to be able to choose where you would like to go next. Okay. Well, And I don't have a living tool, so I suppose I don't really have a choice. Okay. Crumbling docks. Abandoned Vale. Red areas not clear. Green areas clear. Okay. This seems like a big place. Very mountainous. Ah, travel. You probably won't be able to get through every... something. You immediately recognize this large building for what it is. This was a shaping hall. You knew that there must be one of them on this island somewhere. Here, the shapers on the island did their work, using magic and forces of will to make creations, both established and experimental designs. If there was a cataclysm, though it didn't take place here, this building is undamaged. To the side you can see energizing pools. Holes in the ceiling allow light to shine on them. Remarkably, despite their years of neglect, they have survived. The goo inside a pool is a semi-living plant-like form, capable of drawing energy from the air and the sun. If you stand near a pool, you will be able to replenish your health or essence depending on which pool you use. In the corner of the hall, you can see 2 glowing glass canisters. The weight here, ready to give you a power. Click on the 2 books to read them. They will teach you useful things about essence and making stuff. Creation for the beginning shaper. To survive on Suki Island, you will probably need to make creations to fight for you, especially if you're playing a shaper. Yeah, I kinda am. When you use the canister on the left, you'll learn to create a Fiora, a small fire-breathing lizard. To make a Fiora, you will need at least 1 level of fire shaping skill. If you don't have this and want to make a Fiora, you will need to train this skill when you next gain a level. To make creation, press the creation button to a lower left. It has a worm on it. You will then spend your essence to create a Fiora and improve its skill. The more essence you spend on one Fiora skill, the less you will have left to create more of them. You can create up to 7 servants. You can't get the essence you spend back onto the creation dice, or you reabsorb it. Finally, it's a good idea to buy at least 2 levels of intelligence for your creations. If you do, you'll be able to control them in combat. Otherwise, they'll act on their own, and they may not always do what you want. If you start off as an agent, you might not have the ability to make a Fiora. To get it, select Improve Abilities in the inventory area and buy 1 level of fire shaping skills. Create Fiora by 1. Heal increased by 1. Okay, so I can use the button to heal now. Okay. A Fiora is a small, fierce lizard creature. It has sharp teeth and large glands in its throat, gives it the ability to spit globules of flaming salvia. Fioras have an excellent mix of melee and missile ability. There we go. Right. Secrets of Essence. Essence is represented by the blue bar under your character's graphic in the roster. You will use Essence to make creations and cast some of the more powerful spells, like healing. When you spend Essence to cast spells, you get it back by returning to town or by approaching an Essence pool, like the one nearby. But making creations reduce the maximum amount of essence you can have. If you have a total of 30 essence, for example, and you make 1 Fiora, which costs 10 essence, then your new maximum is 20. You can't get the other 10 back until Fiora dies, or you absorb it. It's up to you whether to make a lot of weak creations or few strong creations, save the essence for spells, or mix of the 3. Geneforge makes all of these options viable. Yeah. Well, for now I don't really have a lot of mana, because, well, I made this thing above average. But yeah. Hopefully that was a good idea. I don't know. It says it's a viable choice, so I'll take its word for it. Let's see what's a woodland over here.